my 100 points of Death Guard, starting with, on the first, we've got the the Fetid Blood Drone with two plague splitters and the Plague Probe. My Phytic Blight Hauler, Missile Launcher, Melter, Bile Spurt, Gnashing Maw. And at the back there, the heavy Plague Burst Crawler, of course with 2 entropy cannons, Heavy Slugger and a Plague Burst Mortar. Then the troops, I've got 3 units of 20 Poxwalkers, and then 1 unit of Marines with Champion's got Power Fist and Plasma, got Plasma and a Blight Launcher, and then 5 standard guys. Not my Warlord, but HQ. I've got Lord of Contagion with a Plague Reaper, and then the detachment with all the elites. Also another Lord of Contagion. These 3 guys are actually the Blight Lord, Death Shroud Terminators today. And then we've got the, hopefully the Tallyman will give me some command points back. And then the Noxious Blightbringer to help move people up the table. Warlord today is this fella here. Malignant Plaguecaster. He has the Warlord trait Arch Contaminator, so reruling all plague weapons within 7 inches for wounding. And he also has the Dolores Knell, which does some funky stuff in the morale phase and hopefully taking some wounds off people. And his 2 traits are Putrescent Vitality, Miasma of Pestilence, so he's looking to make himself tougher and harder to hit, because he doesn't want to die. And then 3 rhinos, so it's obviously some stand-ins, but they all have the Havoc Launcher and the Storm Bolter on them. And that hopefully will keep my Warlord alive today.
So this is 100 points of Concordat. It's combined force of both Eldari and Drukhari, starting off with the Drukhari. We have the Archon, and we have a Venom, which 5 Cabalite warriors will be embarked on, 5 others will be on foot. We have a unit of Scourges with Dark Lances. Moving over to the Eldari, we have a Spirit Seer, and we have 4 units of 5 Wraithguard, all with the distortion side. So automatically hitting range 8, they're basically like flamers. And they will be all embarked on Wave Serpents with twin Bright Lances and Shuriken Cannons. So that is the force for this mission of Decapitation Strike. Of Decapitation. This is the 5th battle of Copper Hill. We are playing the infamous Decapitation, which started off the attempts to seize Copper Hill, and I'll read the description. It says, a small but fast-moving attack force has infiltrated deep within hostile territory. Their mission is to destroy the enemy command structure and swiftly exfiltrate the battlefield, severing the head of the opposing army and leaving their foes reeling in confusion. So, the Concordat forces are poised around the battlefield, and inside is the enemy Death Guard warlord, surrounded by his minions of Poxwalkers and Rhinos. So they have enough wherewithal to seize the initiative, and we'll be filming Death Guard turn 1 shortly. That is the end of the Death Guard turn 1. This vehicle with the warlord has popped smoke, and they've burst out from their deployment area. That Wave Serpent was slightly damaged by a mass of Poxwalkers that attacked it, and some Poxwalkers deceptively fast shambled all the way forward here and engaged these Cabalite warriors. So that is the end of Death Guard turn 1. Is the end of Concordat turn 1. Wave Serpents, as you can see, have jammed into the center, trying to pursue this warlord. There was some ineffectual fire that glanced off of the Rhino. And this mob here was greatly reduced by basically everything shooting at it, from shurikens to splinter weaponry. So this is the way that the battle is at the end of battle round 1. This is the end of Death Guard turn 2. So Death Guard came in from reserves here. They shot and crushed a Venom here. They moved some infantry units into the gap, engaging these Kabalite warriors. So there is 2 of the Poxwalkers left. And Terminators teleported from the reserves, engaged this Wave Serpent along with the other Poxwalkers, reducing this Wave Serpent down to 6 wounds. And the Warlord has backed up on the street at that position. So the battlefield looks like this at the end of Death Guard turn 2. Starting now, Concordat turn 2. So that was the end of battle round number 2. So although the Death Guard Warlord did fall here, we're going to continue to play. Alright, so the Wave Serpents are all there, and there's a situation that's developed here, although the Kabalite Warriors did manage to eliminate the last 2 Poxwalkers of the big unit. It being battle round 3, with thirst for vengeance on their lips, the remaining Death Guard rally and storm into the battlefield. Battle round 3 is the end of Death Guard turn 3, and the Death Guard forces moved into this kind of courtyard, and with a combination of incredibly good shooting and very, very good melee, they've reduced the force of 9 Kabalite warriors down to 1 Kabalite warrior and an Archon. Here, the Terminators as well as the Poxwalkers swarmed from the sides as well as the center, damaging this Wave Serpent all the way down to 6. This one remains at 12, and that one is at 3. Alright, so it's going to be Concordat turn. This concludes battle round number 3. So here the melee continues. The Archon managed to put 1 wound onto this fearsome Nurgle warrior. The Wave Serpents disgorged their passengers of Wraithguard, and the Distortion sides cut down 1 warrior here, as well as a group of 3 Terminators. So this is where we are, the end of battle round number 3. Death Guard, turn 4, commences. This is the end of Death Guard, turn 4. And in the courtyard, the Archon finally falls with Kabalite Warrior by his feet, swept away by the Death Guard here. Units have converged onto the Wraith Guard, tying them up in hand-to-hand combat. Here, as well as here. So it's a big, massive, swirling melee in different places. So it's going to be Concordat turn 4. Okay, so that is the conclusion of battle round 5, and more melees continue. The only notable thing really is this unit of 4 Wraithguard have extricated themselves from the 3, or that group of Poxwalkers. The ones that were here, the Wraithguard that were here on the 2nd floor, have now descended to the bottom floor. They unleashed a torrent of Distortion scythe fire, reducing this unit to 4. Okay, so we are in turn 5, battle round 5. Alright, so this is the end of Death Guard turn 5. More Death Guard continue to get involved in this big melee fight here. A Wraithguard fell over in this combat here. The melee was joined by that Death Guard warrior, and it is going to be Concordat turn 5. Okay, so that is the end of Concordat and Battle Round turn 5. So this is what is left. Okay, so the Wraithguard is starting to slowly push back, and the game now being at the end of turn 5. After this dice roll, it'll continue on a 3-up. And the game continues. We're going to battle round 6. Alright, the forces continue to grind. These Wraithguard here were charged. There was the leader character over here, fell to their Overwatch. He was incinerated, but he made a path for all of them to get into the faces of these Wraithguard, and one of them was cut down. There, the fight continues. That Nurgle character killed off another Wraithguard. Okay, so we are here now. It's the bottom of 6. It's Concordat turn 6. This is the end of Concordat turn 6. These are the fortunes of melee, and shooting. So this guy is alone of all of his initial unit. These guys have badly damaged. This Nurgle demon engine is down to 2. These guys have finally cleared out this area here of Poxwalkers and that Nurgle character. So the battlefield and all the remaining units fall into this area. So we're gonna see if the game goes to turn 7 on a roll 2 or 3. Oh, the game does end. All right. So this is, as Winter says, the way the world ends.